All right, guys, so update is back from Chrissy for what we have so far. Pulling back food a fair bit, actually. We've got the look that he wants to see, I think. And we're gonna sort of play it meal by meal. So at a baseline today, we're looking at 400 carbs, but also trying to get as close to the look of food selection as possible. So I'll swap my big pumpkin, vegetable and meat meal, which is usually meal 2, and I'll probably go for a secondary cream of rice meal. Again, that'll be very similar to Showday, so we'll run with that to make sure that ease of digestion, everything's passing well, everything fills up nicely and just kind of holds. And then we've got a round of pump up to do as if it's Showday. Move things around a little bit, a couple of light walks around the block after each meal, and some very hard rounds of posing again, just to push things around and see how the body's responding. Same 6 liters of water, same potassium ratio, everything else is basically bang on what we've been doing. But yeah, so it's going to be meal by meal basically at this point as the day goes on. So just sitting here with a coffee, getting this in now, getting some sun, just relaxing for a minute before the day gets too chaotic. With the meal plan made up, changes made up, we'll start washing off the tan. We'll get everything ready to go, and then yeah, just have to confirm from Chris if he wants 2 cream of rice as our pre-show meals, because if he wants that, we're going to run that today. The hard part is with food being so high is that it's actually driven up my hunger. Appetite is through the fucking roof right now, and I can eat a horse. But obviously, and this is where, you know, you can ruin things the day before a show. You get up until the minute you get on stage, you can ruin it. We're not chasing satiety right now. We're not chasing satisfaction. We're chasing fullness. We're chasing a look, and we're chasing what we want the food to do. So making strategic changes to nutrition that aligns with the outcome we're trying to achieve tomorrow is important. That might mean that I'm not full today. It might mean that I'm food focused today, but being aware of it and knowing that we can get through it and then bring the look for tomorrow, which we'll probably have a free meal tomorrow after the show and make up for it then, and then we're back to dieting. So the alleviation that's come from the high food also has a double-edged sword to it, which is you absolutely drive up your appetite. You can eat a fucking whale at this point, unless you're someone who does require large assortments of food. But because we've been linear loading the food across the week, you know, we've had close to, oh God, about 1,600, 1,800 carbs over the course of 5 days, which on average isn't much. You know, it's maybe what, 600 carbs, 500 carbs, I think it is. No, sorry, 300 carbs, 400 carbs. Nothing crazy, but when you look at it and it's linear loaded up towards the days, closer to the show, it obviously does become larger amounts. That has led to my body thinking that, hey, we're getting more food, it's time to eat. It is not time to eat, it's time to get a look. So gotta be cautious of that, make the right choices, keep doing what we've been doing. And yeah, just sending photos to Chris now, basically every meal 4 or 5 times a day. So let's go. All right, so I completely forgot to record the meal for today so far. But meal 1 is down. It was 70 grams cream of rice, 5 grams peanut butter, 10 grams of jam, and banana, salt, bit of water, you know, make up a bit of a pudding cake. Next will be basically identical, but we'll be swapping to berries instead of banana, just because we want to keep potassium and sodium in check, as balanced today as possible, with some more water in between. I'll probably grab a ghost on the way to tans and that sort of thing, just to get me through the day. It is going to be a very hungry day because food is coming down, but I'm going to do some quick mobility. I've got a meal plan made out for the day based on the macros Chris has given me, and then I will be pumping up, getting some stretching done on the back roller that we brought, and getting around and posing in before we head off to get the tan. So it's all happening. We're going to check-ins when we get back and make sure we move that. But yeah, as you can see, there is nothing left of that bowl. So I definitely know what my post-comp meals are going to be for the first couple of months. It's just, we've found the perfect mix for cream of rice cakes. So I'm sorted. What? Oh, okay. Alrighty guys, so that is base coat 2 done. So the second coat is on now. That'll start setting over the course of the day. We've got our next round of check-in photos to Chris. He's on his way down. I'm not sure where he's staying or what he's doing, so we'll wait for an audio back from him. Second meal has been made, it's ready to go. We're gonna head to the venue now for Rego. We're gonna take the camera in and capture all that, so you guys kind of see how chaotic and crazy it is. Again, for all you first timers that follow us, all you interested in competing, we're going to try and show you as much as how the day goes and how things rock and roll and basically play out across the day. So use me as what to be expecting of, so you can kind of get a feel for how things travel. So it's all gone smoothly, everything's gone well. You know, a little bit flustered this morning, but everything got done, everything got out of the way.
trying to stay calm and collected and chill. Right now we've got Ghost is going in, just having a bit of a pick-me-up, so I'm going to have to come back and do a bit of work. Again, more meals, wait for Chris's feedback, more posing, wait for Chris's feedback. So it's a very reactive day, and for someone like me that is very much in control of my routine and structure, I fucking hate it, but it's the game we play in order to bring out the best look. So trying to match the lighting of the photos to the best down lighting and shading possible where we are. So the photos that you would have seen that we share for yesterday, they were phenomenal photos in that lighting. We'll try and match that again this afternoon so Chris gets an identical look. But yeah, as of right now, everything's going well. Food is sitting perfectly. No bloating, no issues. I had a full meal, 2 liters of water, and I hit every shot perfectly, no issues in my gut. So from here, we're gonna head over to World Gym Ashmore, get check-in, get Rego done, weighed in, and yeah, then we kick on the rest of the day. So let's do it. Alrighty guys, so weigh in, height in, Rego, all done. Officially 174.5 centimeters, so I've lost another ½ centimeter. Didn't really have room to lose, but I've already lost it. And weight came in at 85.2 kg, so a good couple kilos below the cap for Classic, which is fantastic. Be right at the top end of the division that I'll be in. Not sure where that'll fall, depending on how many people are doing it, obviously, but I think we're in a very good spot at that weight cap and that size. Obviously, plenty of room to fill up as well, still coming into tomorrow, given that we're clearing a good 2.5 to 3 kilos overnight, maybe even more. So perfectly in the position that we want to be. Number is 36 for the stage tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sure Brooklyn will be screaming that from somewhere with the live stream going on or filming it, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, feedback from Chris so far. It's time to have the second meal. We are happy with the look, everything that's going on. Weight made easily. Now it's time to keep getting meals in. What we're going to do is basically go through the next meal after this, and then sort of what the plans are from there. But yeah, so far everything is going swimmingly. Second coat tan's done, Rego's done, home to get a pump and get stuck into some work. So to get the rest of the meals flowing. So yeah, all in all, very good day so far. Let's do it. All right. Yep. So, intention here is to replicate what we're going to be doing for stage, and what's been working well. So, we have swapped out the higher vegetable meal. As you know, I love the pumpkin and bread thins meal. Swap that out to what's going to sit easier in the stomach for the next for show day. So, first 2 meals, I just cream of rice, rice base, moderate protein. A nut butter for fats, 2 grams of salt, and some mixed berries with a jam whey drizzle over the top. So yeah, very easy to eat. It's going to sit very nicely. We'll get this in. By the time we get home, get unpacked and get some recaps done, we'll then do our sort of pump up, get the glycerol in, get the pre-workout in, replicate everything that we're going to do for the show day, and then we start to really start to get things moving and go from there. So yeah. As we are going now, everything's moving swimmingly. Let's finish it off. All right, so we are just topping up on a few groceries. Trying to catch it on in the timer. Topped up a few groceries to make final meals for today and to get things for tomorrow. And yeah, we're gonna get that together. For the next meal, we'll get back as soon as we get home. Then got a cream of rice to go before bed. Just gonna put our feet up, watch a movie, do some massage, and go from there. But yeah, all in all, it's happening. All right, guys, so had a phone call with Chrissy on the way down here. He was heading down the coast. We decided to put a little extra into the next meal. Just feeling a bit flatter from the change in food selection this morning. So pushed carbs just a little bit higher, added some rice cakes to the meal I already had, which is rice, chicken, mixed veg, plenty of potassium, sodium, salt, and now with some addition of some ketchup and some extra rice cakes, which is sort of crushed into it. So again, just pushing a little bit more fullness, seeing if that alleviates some of the heaviness in my legs and just kind of brings the physique back to life. May go see him in person. He's about 20-minute drive away.
or we may just sort of send some more videos from here. But either way, I'll get this meal in and then get in touch with him and see what he wants to do. So all things considered, it's all happening. I've got a few more check-ins to get done, a little bit of Friday Arvo work to finish off, and then I'm just going to try and relax, get these feet up because they are feeling a little bit jelly at the moment. And we've got several more rounds of posing and some toilet clear out. So we're going to, get through it.
Alrighty guys, so today's session is literally just Chris wants to see us start pumping up like we would on Showday. So basically going to go through rounds of everything that we normally do with getting ourselves show ready. So with things like resistance bands, power bands, what's going to be available backstage. So I usually have clients do 2-3 rounds, hard posing, which will assume that we've already done that. So we've got 2 to 3 rounds of hard posing, and then full body work, a little bit on the legs, mostly like sissy squats, hamstring curls, things like that. But some rows, fly work, bicep, tricep work, shoulder presses, a little bit of like some lat pull throughs, a bit of pole work with the bands as well. So basically just getting the body as pumped as possible with what is going to be available on the day, and yeah, we will go from there. So a couple of rounds of supersets of stuff, TYI raises, a little bit of shoulder pressing, some upright rows, chest presses, some push-ups, tricep, bicep, a little bit of ab work, Try not to get too sweaty. Tan needs to stay dry, but we will obviously we've got some tan going on the shirt, on the trackies. Hopefully that washes out. I do like these trackies. Oh, shit. Well, that sucks. That's that fucked in. Damn. Well, we just caught that on camera.
guys, so as you would have seen by now, the next coat of tan is on. Got a little sweaty before, so hopefully it does dry and settle pretty quickly and darken up. Did a full round pump up, got the body going. Didn't quite feel as good as yesterday, but I am a full meal short of the photos that I loved. A full liter of water out and some potassium sodium different as well. So this is why it's important to have multiple measurements a day to contrast and compare with photos, so you kind of know what the numbers are supposed to be with your looks and where you're supposed to be with data and food. So I did make a slight change to the meal plan. So I swapped out one of my larger meals, which is the pumpkin bread thins and kangaroo egg, etc., for another cream of rice. So potentially that the reduction in potassium, sodium, and volume just decrease things a little bit. So we'll look at just decrease things a little bit. So we'll look at that with Chris tomorrow to look at probably bringing in like rice cakes, honey, salt, and that sort of thing to just induce more pump up. But yeah, besides that, the day has gone fucking quick. It's already 1 p.m. now. I've done multiple rounds of posing, multiple check-ins for Chris. Tan's done, Rego's done, as you've already seen. Brooklyn has got the meals like we had and caught that on camera. I'm getting water in now. Probably gonna have a coffee just to wake up a little bit, try and get a hot one in just to, keep things going. Check-ins to get done from today that are still left to finish off. And then from there, practicing another round of posing, going through my routine, and getting my meals in. So ideally, I'm gonna have fluid finished a little bit earlier and calories finished a little bit earlier in the evening, because we do have a massive morning. I believe we have to be at Tans by 6:30. So that is going to be a very early one, which means we'll be up probably like 4 o'clock, 4:30, getting a hot coffee in, getting rounds of photos for Chris, and then kickstarting the day. So yeah, it's all happening. Yeah, time to see it all come to life and finish this thing off for show 1, and then we get right back to it for show 2. So I'm here for it. Let's go. And because I'm terrible at actually capturing the content, even though I put out the camera to capture the content, this is what the next meal looks like. Delicious. All right, so feedback is in from Chris. Realistically, no need for any further photos tonight. I'm just probably gonna do some extra rounds of my posing routine. He wants feet up and us relaxing. Pushing carbs a little bit higher on the next meal. Just again, there's that right on that Sharpie crispness look that we got this morning that he wants to repeat. Data is tracking towards that, so we're going to keep on with how that's looking. As of right now, yeah, everything's kind of going the way we wanted to. So he's happy. We came back to life after those photos. After that last meal, we get the next meal in, push up a little bit, like I said, and then wake up in the morning and see how things are doing. So big focus now is just kind of resting, relaxing. Got a few groceries to pick up, but other than that, it's all happening. And we're in the kind of the last little spots left to go. There's not much more to do except now rest and let the work, I guess, take care of itself. We're going to keep filming everything across the day, filming next meals, mentally keep up to date with how the headspace is. On just that front alone, I'm definitely in the best space that I've ever been. I'm definitely not the most confident in the sense of arrogance or winning, just confident in that we've brought the best we possibly can and everything has gone to plan as we needed to. Slight adjustments and what you might call variations, I guess, planes of variables that are just helping us get the look where we wanted to. I know Chris was really happy with this morning's photos that he really wants to land for tomorrow. So all things considered, we'll see with that little extra bump in food today if that comes about. Again, this is what's exciting is this is our first peak week together. And I think we really found the look again by the time we got to this afternoon, which was 3 meals in, we got to the look that we wanted to see. So we'll get up nice and early tomorrow. And then, yeah, Chris will determine photos or determine kind of what's what. We're going to pack up everything tonight, get ourselves rested and relaxed so that we can basically just wake up, get everything packed that I need, make the meals to put them together and get on the road. So yeah, it'll be all down to the wire now tomorrow morning. So we're going to get a few more messages sent out to clients and go from there. All right, guys, so that is the end of Rego Day, 1 day out, which means tomorrow morning it is show day. It is all happening. and we are ready to go. Everything's been done. Body came back to life. Me and Chris figured it out. There's some great choices made, some easy choices made, and down to the grams, things are bang on point. Weighed in tonight at a 87.1, which was 100 grams lighter than yesterday, which means we can expect a good clearance, roughly bang on exactly where we were this morning, which Chris was very happy with. So what we can expect is to wake up roughly the same and try and get a great night's sleep. I've had my sleep supplementation, had my last meals, last fluids are in. Everything is exactly where we want it to be. And no matter what happens from here, we have strategized, made a plan, we've executed, and the body has delivered. So keen to see how this looks. I'm gonna try and get some good sleep and wake up like 4 o'clock, go get a hot coffee, start the day, get photos for Chris, and yeah, get measurements in and start doing all the fun stuff to get the day going. It's gonna be very early. We are out the door. We have to be at the venue by roughly 6 a.m. This idiot forgot to hand in the USB for his posing. So, you know, we carried away at the Rego Day and forgot to give it in. So we're gonna get there early and give it to the media team for the show. But otherwise, the rest of them I'm just excited for. I'm genuinely excited just to get up there and compete, pose, you know, see what posing practice has been like, see if it pays off. Again, just more areas to refine and improve if need be. But I genuinely think that our look is gonna be good, classy, flows well. My routine's nice. I enjoy it. I put it together myself. I thought it was something pretty different. And yeah, we're going to wrap that up there for Rego Day. And then you'll be joining us first thing in the morning for Showday. 1 of 2. Let's go.